Hey guys, it's Rich with day number 22 of the 40-day empowerment journey. Lesson 22 is everyone has a choice to make of what they can give and what they can take. To be a friend, it's never too late when you care enough to open the gate. This verse to me reminds me to be open to the possibility of somebody who may not have been your friend before to come into your life. I have a couple friends like that. One of my absolute best friends, who we've kind of fallen out of touch lately, just because our lives are going along separate ways and whatnot. But we're still very much involved in each other's lives, and we still care very much for each other. We actually started out as enemies, or frenemies, I guess. We would talk to one another, and we'd disagree about everything, and we would argue, and we would complain about one another. But in the end, we ended up becoming best friends. She's one that I've gone to for suggestions and for guidance, for venting, and she's done the same coming to me with those types of issues. And it's really about being open to the possibilities of somebody that you may not get along with, that you may not necessarily like right now, to be open to the possibility that someday they might be a friend of yours. And that's really, to me, what this verse entails. It's about just being open to possibilities. In the first two verses, it also talks about what we give and what we take. It's our choice of what we give and what we take. It's very much that energy exchange that I talked about before. What are we giving to others, and what are we taking from others? What are we allowing in our own circle, within our own sphere of influence? Are we allowing negative or positive energy in? Are we letting anybody in as far as a personality? Are we allowing those people to personally connect with us in any way, shape, or form? Or are we a little too blocked off? One thing I've been doing lately is carrying a little pouch of stones with me. And the reason I share this, I'll get to the point in a second, is because for about a month or so I had a hematite in there. Now this hematite kept everybody closed off. I was using it as a protection, and I have other stones in here for different reasons. But I kept that hematite in there as a protection against things coming at me. But little did I realize it was also keeping everything else from coming at me. That personal connection between one person and another was kind of being blocked by the hematite. Now, sometimes, and I think we do this a lot, we give a lot of extra power to stones whenever we work with stones, but really it was a reminder to me to block things off from coming into me, which is how I more or less relate to the stones. And my views are still getting well-rounded for stones as I've started working with them a lot more lately. So instead of carrying around hematite now, I carry around snowflake obsidian. And that represents that, yes, you're protected, but you can let the light in. So, a little suggestion, if you carry around hematite or you wear a lot of hematite, that are you wearing it for the protection, or are you entirely closing yourself off? What are you allowing into your life, and what are you not allowing into your life? Are you blocking everybody off all at once? I would suggest that if you wear a lot of hematite for those reasons, that you might want to try switching to snowflake obsidian and let a little bit more light into your life. I've certainly seen a difference since starting to carry that at work. I usually keep this little pouch in my pocket whenever I go to work. And sometimes whenever I walk around the base, whenever I'm off duty. But I noticed I needed it a lot more at work than when not at work, because I do spend a lot of time in my room. So, a little suggestion, if that's something that you deal with on the daily basis, of letting people in, and maybe this is the time whenever you should actually consider changing out what you let into your life, who you let into your life. Look at those once called enemies and decide if they're still considered enemies or if they've become more of a friend. Because sometimes the ones that knew us at our worst will also know us at our best. So if you carry stones, I would highly suggest Snowflake Obsidian to let that little bit of light into your life. So with that, I'm going to wrap up day number 22. Tomorrow is Sunday, so I will not be doing a 40-day empowerment journey video for Sunday. However, Monday we will return with day number 23. As always, you can see today's verse in the bottom bar, along with a link to the poem in its entirety and some of Chell's other poetry as well. So until next time, I wish you love, hugs, and ladybugs. Bye-bye.